Hello everyone, T-Man978, bringing you Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. Here he is in his packaging. He looks nice, combines to form Optimus Maximus or whatever combiner you want because they're interchangeable. Here's his back packaging, and here's the bio, which kind of ties into Prowl a little bit. A combiner robot needs contributions from every bot that forms it, and Optimus Maximus is no different. Optimus Prime brings the courage. Prowl can provide the strategy. Sunstreaker, he makes this combiner look good. Here's Sunstreaker's comic. Here's the back. Focus so people can read this by pausing. Do 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 do. And here's this stuff in the back that I'm willing to bet somebody cares about. Focus, focus, focus. Isn't that cool? Out of packaging, I see that Sunstreaker here, besides his nice new noggin, is the exact same toy as Breakdown. Here's the back of his head. Very, very G1. More, I think it looks a lot better than this guy. Universe Classics 2.0 Sunstreaker. But here's how they compare in robot mode. Pick your poison. This has been a lot of people's one of their favorite molds of that line. Main things I didn't like about this stupid kibble, and I wish his feet were yellow. Sunstreaker had yellow car hood feet, so it would have been nice if they kept that yellow. It might have looked cheap, but I would have rather it been yellow. And then this kibble in his arms was frustrating too. So take a good look, see which one you prefer. Both of these engine pieces on their backs are detachable. He has a smaller unpainted gun. He has a nice chromed out, or it's not really chrome, but a silver painted rifle. I believe, yeah, he's more posable than this guy in certain areas. But there's that. And here's Breakdown. They are completely identical besides the head and the paint job. Like, they didn't remold the chest in any type of way. There's no molding differences at all over his body except the heads. The guns, it took me a while to find this. Pissed me off when I found it. I thought it was retooled a little bit, because right there that looks like a revolver type chamber right there. I didn't remember him having it, but the guns are exactly the same. And these parts on their back, exactly the same, just painted different. But let's take a closer look at him. The paint choices they made, I do like. I love that they painted his forearms black right there and left his hands yellow. I wanted that to happen with Prowl, as I mentioned if you watched that one first, which would have been cool. And I guess this bluish silver vents right there is supposed to represent his car chest hood that he used to have on the original toy, but no, that's it's not a car chest. Of course, I still hate this hollowness down there. And the plastic, this plastic feels a lot cheaper than Breakdown over there. Like, in fact, it almost is so thin, it's like almost transparent. Like, you can see right through there and see the black. And the hands almost, in person, if you take a closer look at it in packaging, the hands look almost transparent. I guess that won't matter to some people, but this was the main guy I wanted besides Prowl, but now out of packaging, I guess he will be better just sitting off to the background, because I'm not too satisfied with him. I forgot how much this mold suffers. I hate the legs still. They have a lot of posability and whatnot, and the extra joints right there, but these thighs are way too small because his body is really long. The knees look weird. These legs are hollow, and these feet, the toes can bend forward, but posing him is an absolute chore. The arms are cool because it has a ball joint right there that can rotate, and he has double jointed elbows on top of that. And these ball joints right here, besides this thing hindering some poses, they work out good. Of course, his head is on the ball joint, but he's decent. But, I don't think he's the best Sunstreaker we could get. Main good point about him is that head that I already showed off. But anyway, I'm going to get to transformation. Before transformation, his gun can be held like a sword. Anyway, take that out of there. Slide this piece out of here. Go ahead and bend his double jointed elbows up like that on both sides until they groove in right there. Go ahead and detach this chest panel. Lift this up. Come on. It kind of, oh wait, actually, you have to move these shoulders down. I forgot that gets in the way. Move that down. And now this can lift up. Basically, you keep on lifting and try to put his head underneath of this thing and put it into that orientation right there. Now we can hinge this forward and bring this window down. The legs are annoying, a little bit tricky. You have to unhinge them from here, bring them in like that, slot them into place right here behind his elbow. Come on. Same thing over here. Sliding this into place is kind of a nuisance. Try to get this stuff lined up while you're pinching it shut. And bam. Sunstreaker is a stylized fake Lamborghini. Very yellow. Let me turn down my brightness. But it looks good. He has a lot of paint. He doesn't need a ton of paint. I mean, this is doing the job. Only thing they lazy with is putting like some lights right here on the back. But besides this, the red is really nice. They painted the window on both sides. They put a lot of black paint right here for the skirt and right here. And they painted the headlights, so they almost look like guns, which of course breakdown head. They painted the rims, which I'm shocked about. Actually, I'm not too shocked. One thing I can say about this line is they did give us a lot more paint than they had been giving us in the past. These rims came out very well. Only thing they don't do is like small little details like these lights on the back. I mean, they didn't give us extra, but they gave us enough where I don't feel like, oh man, this unpainted car. But that's cool. Anywho, if you want to give this a super Sunstreaker vibe, go ahead and peg this into here. And there are some pegs on his roof that kind of grab this and keeps that into place. So now this is what Sunstreaker should look like with a silver chromed out engine on the back. It rolls decent. And this weapon right here can actually slot into place right there. So I guess you can ride and cut things and shoot. Anyway, please don't make me transform the other Sunstreaker. I guess I'll do it for you guys. Hold on. Here they are together in vehicle mode. And as you can see, this was a more up-to-date Lamborghini-ish car. and this is more retro. They're about the same size. What this one benefits from is, with this being all like plastic with the windshield colored a different color, all the plastic meets up as the same color, whereas this one, that roof is painted, this transparent black is painted, so it's almost a completely different color right there. But as you can see, this one hides his weapons way better because there's nowhere to put this that's not just plainly visible. But his weapon goes under here and forms tailpipes. And as you can see back here, they gave extra. Like I said, this paint is good, but they definitely went the extra mile for this one. He has transparent headlights, painted in signal lights right there, and painted in rear with a painted license plate. We are 84. But anywho, unless you just couldn't get this guy, or you just really want Sunstreaker as a combiner part to go with your Prowl and the other figures you just bought, I can't overly recommend this. I mean, it's decent if you don't already have a Sunstreaker, but it's not all that. Main thing I liked about it, like I said, was the new head. But the car mode is cool, but that robot mode is annoying as hell. Anyway, if you liked this review, give me a like. If you didn't like this review, give me a like. Comment, share. I love reading my comments, and I answer all of them. Feel free to comment, because I'm going to reply to you in some type of way. Subscribe. T-Man978, out of here.